Hi friends, today we will guide you about the concept of spoilage. We have two kinds of spoilage, normal spoilage and abnormal spoilage. So let us first understand the concept of normal spoilage. Normal spoilage is a spoilage which is the part of the process. Without having this much level of spoilage, you cannot complete your production. Is the spoilage that occurs under normal operating conditions. It is uncontrollable in the short run. Maybe with the long run, you will have new technology or some new ideas will come, then it will control. But in the short run, it is not controllable. So it's actually the spoilage which is expected under efficient operations. And what is the treatment of this one? It is considered as product cost. Mean to say this is going to be the part of your product cost, which ultimately record as our cost of sales. So what happens actually? This sentence we need to read very carefully. It says that it is absorbed into the cost of goods output, good output. Say you put 10 units into the production process. Out of these 10 units, 9 units you got the good one. So the cost of one spoiled units will allocate to rest of the 9 units. So like that it works out. We can take different examples, say in meat cutting process, vegetable cutting process. We know that certain quantity will go as a waste. Without having this much waste, we cannot cut the meat. So a level of spoilage, which is the part of process without having this much level of spoilage, you cannot complete the process. That one we call as normal spoilage. Now next one we have abnormal spoilage. The word abnormal you can understand very well if you are already clear about normal spoilage. Say with your best understanding and with your best analysis, you already set the standard that your normal spoilage can be 5%. So anytime when the spoilage will remain in this range, we can say that it is normal spoilage. But any spoilage on top of this one, above 5%, say your actual spoilage is 7%. So 2% we will consider as abnormal spoilage. So why we distinguish it into normal spoilage and abnormal spoilage? Because there is a difference in treatment, how we treat it in the books. Normal spoilage, as we mentioned, it becomes the product cost and ultimately it is going to absorb by the rest of good output. While abnormal spoilage, we don't do like this. The cost of abnormal spoilage should be separately identified and reported to the management so that next time people will be careful. Sometime in case of abnormal spoilage, we charge to our employees as well. Say the person who was responsible for abnormal spoilage, he will have salary reductions. So this is the reason we report it separately to the management because it happens because of someone negligence. That's why we use the word abnormal spoilage. So how we treat it in the books? We treat it as a period cost. Period cost because of its unusual nature. So here I can give you the quick idea. When we say product cost, it is going to be the part of our overall product cost. Initially, we capitalize it and further we record it as cost of goods sold once we sell the product. While period cost, we charge in the same period in which it incurred. So this is the concept of normal spoilage and abnormal spoilage. I believe this concept will help you to understand the management account. Thank you very much.